So you guys have finished your study guide and you are watching this video to check your answers. So the first question here, Jesse wants to make a sign for the recycling club after school. Use the coordinate grid to find the area of the sign. So on this one, all we're going to do is count those shaded areas. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3. So this is 18. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Hopefully you got 26 as well. Number 2, find the area of the parallelogram. However, with these numbers, the answer is not given. So on the Canvas page, I told you to change the numbers to this. So since it's a parallelogram, all we're doing is multiplying our base times our height. So 12 times 6.5 is 78 meters squared. D is the right answer. Number 3, Jace is trying to find out how much paint she needs to paint the pyramid ornament below. The net she used has a square base with the side lengths of 3. So this is a square. That means all sides are 3. The triangular faces are all isosceles triangles with side lengths of 5. All right, so we want to know the surface area. So we have to have that 5 is not going to help us because we have to have a right triangle or a right angle, I should say, to find the height of a triangle. Okay, so each triangle is a 3 by 3.6. All right, so each triangle is a 3 by 3.6. So the first thing we're going to do is multiply 3.6 times 3. So that's 10.8. But since it's a triangle, we have to half 10.8. So half of 10.8 is 5.4. So there are 4 triangles, and each of them have an area of 5.4, 5.4, 5.4, 5.4. Plus the area of the square in the center, which is 9. And if we add all that together, 5.4 times 4 plus 9 is 30.6. 30.6. 30.6 is C. Number 4. All right, so we have a 3 by 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 by 3, 3 by 3 by 6. So basically we're finding the volume. 6 times 3 times 3 is 54 cubes. The volume is 54. Number 5. If each cube has a side measure of 1/2 foot, what is the volume of the rectangular prism? All right, so a couple of steps on this one. So the first thing we're going to do is, if each of them are 1/2 foot, the first thing we do is divide each of these numbers divided by 1/2. And then we're going to do 3.5 divided by 1/2. And then we're going to do 2.5 divided by 1/2. All right, so we're going to make those improper fractions. So 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3/2. So keep it, change it, flip it. The second one, 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7/2. So keep it, change it, flip it. And the last one, 5/2. Keep it, change it, flip it. So what do we have here? We have 6/2. So 6/2 is 3. The second one, we have 14/2. 14/2 is 7. Whoops. And the last one is 10/2. 10/2 is 5. All right, so now we're going to use these numbers. We're going to use 3, 5, and 7. Okay, so when we multiply, so really this side is going to be made up of 3 1/2 foot cubes. This is 7 1/2 foot cubes, and this is 5 1/2 foot cubes. So now we're going to multiply these 3 numbers together. So 3 times 5 times 7 is 105. And the very last thing we do is multiply. We need to find the volume of one of these small boxes. To find the volume, we're going to multiply 3 dimensions together. So this is 1/8. The very last thing we do is multiply 105 times 1/8. 105 times 1/8. And we get 13 and 1/8. 13 and 1/8 feet cubed. So A is the right answer. I don't know what those little numbers are doing there. But anyway, 13 and 1/8. So that was probably the hardest problem on the test. All right, so moving on. Number 6, Sandra was to add a walkway to her back porch. The dimensions of the walkway are included. Find the area of her walkway. So there's a couple of different things we can do. We can divide our figure into 3 rectangles this way. Or if we wanted to, we could have divided it this way. Whoops, wow, look at that straight line, you guys. That's so impressive. It's pretty good, right? All right, so either way, so just one of them, not both of them. So let me get rid of the green marks. All right, so this rectangle has an 8 by 4, dimensions 8 by 4, which is 32. This one also has 8 by 4. 8 by 4 is 32 feet squared. Feet squared. All right, so if this is 4 and this is 4, that's 8. That means this section has to be 6. If the whole thing is 14, right? The whole thing is 14. This has got to be 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. And then this whole thing is 8. If this section is 4, this section has to be 4. So 6 times 4 is 24. So the last thing we do is add 32. 32 and 24, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 feet squared. And even if you divided it the other way, where'd my pen go? Here it is. You would have also got 88. Ethan has a rectangular sandbox with side lengths of 12 inches, a width of 14 inches, and a height of 8.5 inches. What's the capacity? That means volume. All right. So all we do for volume is we multiply 14 times 12 times 8.5. I'm just going to turn that to a decimal. I'm going to multiply those numbers together. 14 times 12 times 8.5, and I get 1,428 cubic inches. Here we go. All right, now also on the Canvas page, I put that the answer for this one isn't given. It's because we would multiply 10 times 14, which is 140, but since it's a triangle, we have to half it. We have to half it. Find the area of the figure. So here we have a big square followed by attached to a triangle. Ooh, wish I could draw straight lines. So a 30 by 30 square is going to be 900 yards squared. And then this triangle is a 30 by 18. So I'm going to multiply 30 times 18, but since it's a triangle, I have to half it. So 30 times 18 divided by 2 is 270. So I'm going to add 900 plus 270, and I get 1170. 1170. Find the volume of a cube with side lengths of 1/4 by 1/4 by 1/4. Remember, volume is always 3-dimensional, so you got to multiply 3 numbers. So 1 times 1 times 1 times, is 1, and 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64 inches cubed. That's very little. It wouldn't hold very much liquid. All right, Sam found the area of a polygon. The area is 36 inches squared. Which of these polygons has an area of 36 inches squared? Well, it's not the first one. The first one's 32. What about this one? This is actually going to be half of 36. This would be half of 36, which is 18. So it's not that one. And then we have actually, this is a parallelogram. So all I have to do is multiply the length times the height. So 8 plus 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times 3 is 33. So it's not that one. It has to be letter D. Well, let's see. So I have two triangles, 5 by 2. So each triangle is half of 10. And then in the center, I have a 6 by 5, which is a 30. What did I do wrong, you guys? Do any of them? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, this isn't 11. This is 12, you silly. I added 8 and 4, and in my brain, I got 11 because this is 40. It is actually C. Just kidding. Seeing if you were paying attention. Yeah, so let's erase all that and start over. All right, so like I said, it's a parallelogram. So we just multiply the base times the height. So 8 plus 4 is 12, you guys. So 12 times 3 is 36. It's this one. It's this one. C is the right answer. All right, number 12, ABC Toy Company has created a new yo-yo. Juan and Emma have been employed by the company to create a more economical box. Each has designed a box with the same volume of 216 cubic inches. Find the surface area of the box. Boxes show your work. All right, well, it says they're each 216. That must be someone is wrong. All right, so let's see. So this right here is a 9 by 2 inch rectangle. So this is 18, and this one's 18, right? And then we have a 12 by 2 rectangle, which is 24 and 24. Remember, every side has a pair. There's got to be two with the same surface area. Because they have a volume, not surface area. But anyway, and then the last one is going to be a 9 by 12. Yep, 9 by 12. So 9 by 12, 9 times 12 is 108. So we got 2, that's 108. All right, so we have 108 times 2. We have 24 times 2, and we have 18 times 2. So 108 plus 108 plus 24 plus 24 plus 18 plus 18 is 300. Okay, which box is cheaper to make? So this one is a 6 by 6, 36 inches, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So 36 times 6, 36 times 6 is 216. Surface area of 216 inches squared. This is inches squared. Which box would be cheaper? Juan's box. It would take less material. Explain how you know using the surface area you found for each. So I would say something like, since the surface area is smaller for Juan's box, his box would take less material. Okay, it's better to over-explain than under-explain. Oh, that was it. All right, guys, I hope I got 100. I hope you did too. So I will check in with you guys later. Have a great day.